Jigs, any chance of calling you over for a quick chat?
Of course.
Right, awesome. Thank you for letting us have a few minutes of your time. First question, overall, how do you feel tonight's session went?
Overall, tonight's session, I believe that if you look at, if you dissect it down a bit, I believe that the first game we decided that settling into the game 3-0 down seemed to be what was best. Um, it's not what's best. We need to settle into the game a hell of a lot quicker. But overall, there's improvements that have been made. Um, but yeah, I think overall the night went well. I think there's just a bit of improvements that need to be made.
Yeah, right, understood the quality. Just another one. We noticed you pulled yourself out with goalkeeper tonight and gave a trialist go. How do you feel that went?
So the trialist that we had in goal is not the first time he's played for us. Um, he played centre back for us last season, um, but he is a natural out and out goalkeeper. I think it could have gone better. Um, I'm not saying that I'm better, but I pulled myself out purely for the fact of I have to do what's best for the team, and I think what's best is me out on field rather than in the net.
Right, yeah, I don't really understand that. Obviously, we've commented a little bit on the first game, but in your second game, you was obviously 1-0 down at half time, with the match getting abandoned, which resulted in a 1-0 loss. And seeing the other results come in, saw Leeds beat Norwich 6-1, which confirmed your exit out of the tournament with a game left. How did you manage to motivate the team to continue in the last game?
So the motivation comes within the players themselves. But from my perspective, I've always sat there and how I motivate myself is that yes, okay, you can't get out of groups because the game got abandoned and obviously Leeds ended up winning 6-1, but you've got to go out with a bang. If you go out and it's 3 losses on the trot, then it's disheartening. If you can get the last game, even though you're already out, and still getting the motivation behind the players to get them to push for a win, then hopefully the first game of the next tournament that we participate in, the motivation and the momentum continues on into that. It's about keeping that focus around, like, look, we can win games, and this is how we go about winning games, and that's how you get them motivated. It's just about that one final bang, and sometimes that's what players need.
Yeah, so obviously, like, going in from that little bit of like motivational speak about going out with a bang, that sort of thing. Obviously, it seemed to work because you come out victorious 4-1, which made you come out of the tournament with a win. But obviously, my next question is the season's only obviously 4 weeks away. You've had your signings for a few weeks, but looking at the teams in your league, how do you feel coming into the season?
I feel confident. I don't think that the running of tonight and the 2 losses tonight will affect us. We're a team that we want to just gel together and bond. So when we go into tournaments like this, yes, it's nice to qualify. Yes, it's nice to go through. Um, but it's all about just gelling as a team. So the confidence of going into the league. Obviously, the team that we beat 4-1, they're in our league. Um, if that's the standard that's coming into our league, then we'll run away with it. I've not seen any of the other teams play. I've just kept an eye on their results. But I'm sure the more tournaments we enter and they participate, I'm sure we'll come across them and maybe the league will be set a standard. But if that's the standard of football that we're coming up against, then the league's ours 100%.
Right, that's awesome. Obviously, I've got one last question because I don't want to take up all your time with the team coach, with your team coach you've got to get on. But what is your thoughts coming into the transfer window? We know you already have the heads up of one signing happening to bolster the defence, but is there any more signings possible on the horizon?
Um, I'm not going to rule it out. I'm not going to say that I'm not looking. I'm not going to say I am looking. it's just one of those things that if a player could, there is a potential another signing coming. I'm just waiting on whether they want to come or not. But yeah, I mean, there could be potentially, so that goalkeeper tonight could be a potential signing, but who knows? But I have been looking on the market, but there isn't any particular player that I've been looking at, so it's just a case of seeing what's out there. Am I going to dabble? Maybe. Am I not? I don't know.
Right, that's awesome, mate. Obviously, we will speak to you coming up to a bit more closer into the transfer market, even when the transfer market is active. But what I'd like to do is thank you for your time, and we'll hopefully catch you out in your next outing.
Much. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.